Welcome back to another episode of Sound Pals Go to the Movies. This is another Throwback Thursday review, and today I'll be reviewing the movie Monty Python's Life of Brian. And just a fair warning, there's going to be spoilers up ahead, so you've been warned. Born on the original Christmas in the stable next door to Jesus Christ, Brian of Nazareth spends his whole life being mistaken for the Messiah. So let's begin with my first pro. It's a Monty Python film, so yes, the cast had to do many characters. Between the 6 members, they did about 40 characters. That means if you aren't familiar with them, you will see a similar face pop up in different characters. For example, Graham Chapman, who played Brian, also plays Biggus Dickus. John Gleason plays Reg, Jewish officer, First Centurion, Deadly Dirk, and Arthur. And we go on with the rest of the cast. Very talented comedians is the least I can say about this crew and this film. Next pro. There's so many famous lines from the film and other Monty Python films that I see many people keep quoting them even now after so many years. For this film, there are skits that I have heard people recite by heart, such as the "What Have the Romans Given Us?" or "Biggus Dickus," or "It's Every Man's Right to Have Babies." Then you have the one-liners or the song "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life." And I gotta say that this film can really work as a play, just like the Book of Mormons, but it couldn't be the same without the original cast, because they have chemistry and timing together that no one can recreate. Next pro. To me, the film is not blasphemous. I see it as a what-if issue of Marvel Comics, or what I expected the Book of Clarence, the film, to be versus what it was. The film doesn't blast on the religious faith, but it makes fun of the time period and some of the more questionable situations that even religious people have doubts about. So just a normal comedy skit that is fun to see and recite. But other people take offense to the film, and that is where I think it made this film a bit more popular, because when some people say don't go see it, there's a chance that many people will go against it and they want to go see the film. And it didn't help that most places kind of banned it for a while, but then after a few years they released it a bit censored, but still released the film either way. Next pro. The length of the film is just right at 1 hour and 34 minutes. The pace is not slow. There is always a joke that is being built up to and scenes that you will remember. So the length is not an issue with me. I actually wanted the film to be a bit longer and see the cast just put on more skits, because I really enjoy their work. And now on to the cons. The length of the film is right, but there is one scene that kinda just didn't feel right. It came out of nowhere and did nothing for the film or added anything. That was the spaceship with the aliens. Maybe that was an idea by Terry Gilliam, who did most of the artwork for the opening films and skits of the show and transitions, but I feel that the alien part gave me a Gilliam vibe to it and sort of reminded me of that style. Again, the scene doesn't add anything, but it's just there. If you remove it from the film stays the same. So yeah, just a little bit of me nitpicking there. Next con. Would have liked more scenes that would have Brian in situations that are famous due to Jesus. For example, the Last Supper, Mary Magdalene, or the baptism scene, and for the cast to be ripping on it that is just another bath, or something along those lines. I guess it's just me wanting more cowbell, because it is Monty Python and they are legendary. So just having them work their magic on set would have been amazing. Next con. The cameos were not that many, and I wanted a few more hidden but just there for us to enjoy and try to find them, and then when we find them, find pleasure in that. For example, like the George Harrison cameo. Many did not notice it, but he's in the film. He just says hello, but in a very Lilliputian way. Well, actually, it's not his voice. It was actually dubbed over by Michael Palin, but still, he is there. Also, you have the Admiral Pete from Star Wars, Kenneth Cully, playing Jesus in the film, so that's a fun Easter egg right there. I just wanted to see more cameos, because it is a Monty Python film, and they did have famous fans. For example, Kenneth Moon, the drummer from The Who, he was going to be a street prophet, but he died before the filming, so Terry took over and he took the spot. Now imagine if Kenneth Moon did play that role before he passed away, it would forever be in this film and people would just rewatch it over and over. My grade for this film is going to be an 8 out of 10. I believe that is similar to how Terry Parker and Matt Stone did the Book of Mormon. It's not against them, but they just point out flaws that outsiders will see as humorous or questionable. So that is what Life of Brian is to me. It's a movie that comments on religion but doesn't do it dirty. I love the humor and how the jokes are long and they keep getting built up, just like Biggus Dickus, as the haggling scenes as well is brilliantly executed, and I feel that this film is just a bunch of skits that come together into a well-rounded movie. It's just the right humor that I enjoy, but yes, I might see how people will think this film is outdated in the humor or will be offended because it's talking about a religion. So that does it for this review of Life of Brian. Please join us next time where we're going to review The Devil's Advocate.
What are you?
Oh,
I have so many names. See, call me Dad.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can find our social media links below. And like always, keep watching movies.